back to the music right now.
Young Radio.
Are you ready? Let's catch the wave.
All right, everyone, let's catch the wave. We have our special guest as promised here, KissKhun from 2PM.
Hello, hi, Catch the Wave listeners. I'm KissKhun from 2PM, and Happy New Year.
Yes.
And I hope you guys are all healthy.
Thank you very much, KissKhun, for coming here despite your very busy schedule.
You're very welcome.
I know you're traveling all over the place, in Thailand, but also in Japan, here in Korea with activities, and it's a busy time of the year.
Of course it is. At the end of the year, you have to prepare for the end of the year shows and whatnot, and upcoming concert, the tour in Japan and whatnot. So it's pretty hectic.
And thank you very much for sparing some time and coming in here. I guess it's your first time here at Arirang Radio?
Yes, it is. I got a call from this very handsome guy. His name is Adrian.
What are you talking about here?
He's a friend of mine. He asked me to come on his show, so I was like, okay, why not?
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Actually, we were introduced by a common friend of ours, and we met up, and I found him very attractive, a very nice person, and very chill, very laid back type of singer, and I really like that. And I
thank
think
you so much.
That's what the listeners also want. Now, our program is culture. It's a cultural program. So we'll talk about your experience here as a foreigner in Korea, but also as a singer.
Okay.
With your career. We'll keep it simple. We'll keep it laid back. So if you also want to mention things on air for your fans or the people listening, feel free. Is that all right?
That's fine. That's cool.
And we'll play, of course, some of your favorite songs.
Yay.
Songs of 2PM. And also his favorite K-pop song in the second hour. So everyone, stay tuned. And if you have any comments, any questions for KissKhun, send them in, everyone. We'll be waiting for your comments as well on Facebook and also on arirangradio.com. Now, we also have a quiz, and we have some signed CDs here. You want to show them to the camera?
Yes, okay. This is our signed CD, our latest album, Grown. That was last year, by the way.
Yeah.
But I was signed by all of our members. So.
That's right. All the signatures look.
Yay. So you guys better stay tuned, and focus on what we're talking about here.
Yeah, focus very well. I'm going to ask you the question right now, and you can start answering if you already have the answer, and maybe you will be the lucky winner. We will announce the winners, not today, but actually tomorrow, so you can definitely participate, and we'll do this because we also have the rerun. We have a rerun of this show later on in the day, so for the people listening to the rerun, you can also participate. Feel free. The question is, when did 2PM make their debut?
Wow.
When did 2PM make their debut? You're saying wow because it's probably many years ago.
Many years ago.
There you go. Everyone, leave us your answers and you might win this signed CD by 2PM. Now, let's continue on with our little interview here. Thank you for coming in. So,
you're welcome.
When did you first come to Korea?
I came to Korea in April 11th, 2006.
2006?
Yes. I was very young.
Yeah. And what brought you here?
I was casted. I was scouted by my company JYP, and at this what do you call it? A Korean festival in LA.
Oh.
So I went to watch the concert with my friends, and I ran into these people. They were like, "You want to audition for our company?" And at the time I didn't know anything about Korea, so I was like, no. To be honest, I couldn't sing, I couldn't dance. I was not into this kind of stuff.
I'm not interested. Where are you going?
So I gave them my phone number. They kept calling me, so I was like, okay, let's meet up. So we met up at this cafe, and they started setting up their camera. Right in front of the cafe at like 8 p.m.
What are you doing?
And they called me out. They were like, okay, show us something.
So what did you do?
I sang, I danced, I posed in front of the camera. It was very embarrassing, and I don't know why they picked me.
So that was your first experience in front of cameras.
That's right.
Whoa.
Like, I was a really shy boy. I couldn't even talk in front of the class.
Uh-huh. You don't look shy right now.
I got better.
You got better.
Yeah, I got
You're
used to it.
You're a professional.
I got used to it.
So LA, you were raised there, or what happened?
No.
Because you're from Thailand.
Yeah. So I was born in LA, raised in Thailand for 10 years, went to study English in New Zealand for 2 years. Because I was born in Thailand. I grew up speaking speaking Thai.
Yeah.
And I went to study English in New Zealand for 2 years, and then went to high school in Rancho Cucamonga.
Oh, where is that?
It's like 40 to an hour from LA.
I see.
In California.
Okay.
Yep.
We have some listeners over there as well. Hello to our Cali listeners of Catch the Wave.
Hello.
Do you miss LA?
Of course.
Yeah?
I miss the weather, the blue sky, and just
It's
just
cold
the
out
people.
here, right?
Yeah. It's very cold.
And it's also really warm in Thailand. So how is that going, the winter time here in Korea for you?
I actually like cold weather, so it's nice, but it gets too cold.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like, to your bones, like you're getting stabbed by the cold winds and stuff like that. But I like it here.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's okay.
It's great.
You're getting used to it.
Yep.
Any skiing going on? I know we have many Thai tourists coming to Korea to check out the ski resorts.
I used to snowboard.
Uh-huh.
I haven't done it in like a couple years.
Yeah.
Since, at the end of the year, we're usually really busy.
Yeah. And be careful too, because you don't want to injure yourself.
Yeah, it's really easy to get injured out there. So
Be careful if you're on the slopes right now. Okay, stay safe. Tell us about your activities, KissKhun. I know you're really busy, not only as a singer but also as an actor. I mean, you film dramas. You also made some appearances in Japanese dramas. Is that right?
Yeah, and also
A Chinese drama?
I just finished filming this Chinese drama last year, which is going to be aired in July this year. So it was something new because I had to act in English/Chinese, and the rest had to act in Chinese. So I couldn't really understand what they were saying, and they couldn't really understand what I was saying. And since I'm so new to acting, it was so awkward at first. So I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work out. But they were so good, and so like they kind of
helped you.
Yeah, they helped me a lot
With like their facial expressions, their gestures.
Yeah. So the hard thing was I had to memorize what they were saying, their lines and my lines at the same time.
So you had to know like when they stop and when they finish to like come in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like let's say it's not in the drama, but let's say they're gonna say something and "you're stupid" comes out or something like that. And I had to know like the timing so I can react to what they're saying.
Yeah. Naturally, right?
So it was really confusing and hard. But I had a lot of fun, and I come out in this Japanese drama, which is going to be aired on the 4th
Okay.
at 9 p.m.
You speak some Japanese as well?
My lines are very short.
Yeah.
And I come out very little.
Okay.
It's just
Cameo
a cameo.
appearances here and there.
I come out as a dead person.
As a dead person.
Yeah. I'm like already dead, and they tell my story in the drama.
I see.
So it should be interesting.
Yeah.
My first dead
we'll
role.
look forward to your acting skills in Japanese, in Chinese, and in English.
I'm so nervous though.
Okay, we're going to take a little song break, everyone. If you have any comments, please join us on arirangradio.com, and also on Facebook. You can check out our wall, and you can like us. You can share it also with your friends. We have KissKhun from 2 p.m. wishing you a beautiful new year. What's your favorite song? I mean, you release so many songs with 2 p.m., so many big hits as well. Which one is maybe the most meaningful one, or the song that you would like to share with the listeners today?
I think the song that best suits today would probably be "Today Marks the First Day" or "오늘부터 1일" from our latest album, Grown. So here we go.
It's January 1st.
Since it's January 1st,
There you go for you listeners. This is a song by 2 p.m. Today marks the first day. There we go, everyone. Today marks the first day. 오늘부터 1일, 2
Right.
p.m. from your album Grown.
Yep.
All right. A great song, actually. Happy New Year once again to all the listeners around the world. We have KissKhun from 2 p.m. joining us for the first time. It's an exclusive. Thank you very much, KissKhun.
You're very welcome.
It's a great pleasure to have you here.
Me too.
And KissKhun is actually, I would say, one of the hottest stars here in Korea.
Oh my
He's
God,
saying no.
thank
He's
you.
saying no. But many fans are really loving your activities. Not only you personally, but the activities of the group 2 p.m. overall. Now, how is it? I mean, tell us about your experience. We have people who want to know more about you, your life. You mentioned this audition or this Korean K-pop festival taking place in LA. You came to Korea in 2006 for the first time.
Right.
When did you debut? When were your first activities?
So I practiced for about 2 years, and we made a debut in 2008. And that was very nerve-wracking because, like me as a foreigner too, I couldn't really speak Korean that well, and I had to come on TV shows and talk a lot in Korean, and it was just
Menbung.
yeah, menbung. Like I can't find a word in English. It's just menbung.
Brain freeze.
That is the word. It's like I didn't know what to do. I didn't really understand the culture that much. Like let's say I go to like TV station, right?
Yeah.
To do a music program, and then like I would walk past all these like older senior singers.
So you had to say 안녕하세요, 안녕하세요.
And I would just smile and just say hi to them like naturally. But like people expect you to bow like 90 degrees,
right.
and say it with like a loud voice like 안녕하세요.
They do that.
2pm입니다.
They do that here at Arirang also. We have groups coming
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
안녕하세요. They don't even know who you are.
Right.
They say 안녕하세요 to everyone.
Yeah, and like for me as a foreigner, I think that's kind of awkward. I thought it was kind of awkward. It's like you barely know this person. Like, why would you bow 90 degrees to say hi to them?
Yeah.
And now I started to slowly understand why. It's like the culture which is beautiful. I think it's a beautiful thing. It's like you show respect.
You show respect.
Yeah.
And now you're becoming very Korean, aren't you?
I'm very Korean. I'm very Korean.
Maybe some people sometimes ask you, are you half Korean?
Yeah.
They do, right?
Some people don't even know I'm Thai.
Really?
Yeah, they don't know I'm Thai. They're just like, oh, that guy who speaks Korean kind of strangely.
Because you look quite Korean too.
Yeah. That's what Thai people say.
They say that?
Thai people think I'm Korean too. Some Thai people, they're like that Korean singer who speaks weird Thai, and in Korea. I'm like that Korean singer who speaks weird Korean.
So where are you? Like in between two chairs.
Yeah. Which is it's funny. It's I don't know. It's entertaining.
Yeah. Tell us about. I mean, when you first got here, so you were here in 2006. You had about 2 years of
Practice.
training.
Training.
With JYP.
Yeah, right.
And how was that experience? How was the Korean culture welcoming you? Did you have any shocks, any problems beyond the language?
I didn't have like that big of a shock because I was raised in an Asian country anyway. But one thing that I found that was kind of strange was the first time I went to a restaurant in Korea.
Okay.
We sat down, and before even asking for the menu, they brought out all these food.
Everywhere, right?
And
Dishes.
I'm like,
we didn't order this.
Yeah, like, how did they know it's my first time here? Are they welcoming me? So we started eating the food, right? And they're just standing there waiting for us to order. And I didn't know. So I was like, what is that lady doing here? Like she's just waiting for me. She's watching me eat. It's like, you haven't ordered yet. So I was like, oh, so that's the culture. So they give you the banchan and there's the side dishes, and then you have to order the main dish. So I was like, oh, okay.
What do you like best here when you go to a restaurant?
The first dish I had was bulgogi. And then
it's basically barbecue beef.
Yeah. But the thing that I like the most is samgyeopsal, which is the pork, barbecue pork.
Yeah. You like that still now?
Yeah.
You love it? Do you use some? Do you
Yeah,
like
yeah,
put
yeah,
it in
yeah. I
lettuce?
put it in the vegetable and I roll it up and oh my god, it's so
What do you
yummy.
like to put inside? I mean, give us some details. The
Okay.
fans are like, so how do you make a nikun sam?
So lettuce, I put in the meat, a ball of rice,
Uh-huh.
some garlic,
Yeah.
some chili,
Uh-huh.
kimchi, and a little bit of samjang.
Uh-huh.
And then I just roll it up and oh my
Put
god,
it.
I'm hungry now.
It's really good.
It's really good.
That's really a nice recommendation here. Beyond food, is there anything that surprised you? You talked about respect about elders, things like that. Is there anything that you like about Korean culture or that you experienced here that you enjoyed or even still today that you appreciate?
Wow.
It's a very broad question.
Yeah,
I know.
very, very broad question.
Yeah.
What else is
The
there?
people, the fashion, do you like that, for instance?
Yeah, I like the fashion, and I like the fact that I can buy different clothes since there's summer, spring, and all they have all the seasons here. In Thailand, it's just hot.
It's hot all year long. All year long. Yeah, sandals, shorts, t-shirt. Yeah, here it's 4 seasons.
So that's one of the things I like about Korea.
What's your favorite fashion concept or style?
I don't know. I think I'm very Californian. So just like jeans, hoodie.
Like, kind of
Sneakers,
like today,
it's like-
right?
just
a
like today, like,
t-shirt, a hoodie. Yeah, we're pretty much the same here. A hoodie
Yeah.
too.
I don't like to spend too much time dressing up, before I leave the house. I just want to throw on something like appropriate.
Comfortable.
Yeah, comfortable too.
I'm
And
a bit
warm.
like that.
It's cold right now, so I like to wear something warm, but, appropriate and comfortable.
If you had to suggest maybe a place or something to do to the visitors coming to Korea for the first time, and many of our Catch the Wave listeners have a plan or a project to come to Korea one day, where would you tell them to go, or what would you tell them to do if they arrive for the first time at Incheon International Airport? Where do they go? What do they do? Come to Seoul. Take a
Come
bus.
to Seoul first.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the bus, the airport limousine is so nice. It
right?
takes you straight to Seoul very quickly.
And the seats are
Oh
large.
yeah. So I used to take it like when I used to go to the airport when I was before I made a debut and everything, and it was super nice. And like it got there in like 50 minutes.
Yeah, about an hour.
Yeah, about an hour. So take that limousine to Seoul and find a really nice samgyeopsal place.
A nice Korean barbecue restaurant.
Yeah, and just roll up that sam and just eat it.
Maybe some of you are eating right now. Bon appetit. We'll be back in the second hour, everyone. Stay tuned. We have KissKhun of 2 p.m. And when we come back, we're also going to talk a bit more about your experience here as a foreigner in Korea, but also as a singer, working as a member of 2 p.m. and also with your solo activities. We also have a CD to hand out, so we're going to give you... this CD actually tomorrow. I'll name the lucky winner tomorrow. We have 2 CDs here, so we'll be able to perhaps send out 2 CDs to our listeners. So you can participate right now. The question is, when did 2 p.m. debut? When is it? Send us your messages on arirangradio.com/catchthewave and also on Facebook. Type in Catch the Wave and you will find our page. Now we're going to play a song by 2 a.m. You know the guys of 2 a.m. quite well?
Yeah, we pretty much grew up together in the company, so
Who
we're
are you
pretty
closest with?
I think Jo-kwon and Im Srong, Srong Hyung. He's my hyung. We play a lot together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you introduce the song by 2 a.m.? It's on over there.
The song is called Just Stay or 그냥 있어줘 by
Okay.
2 a.m.
We'll be back in the second hour. Here we go, everyone. We're here for Catch the Wave, the second hour, and it's January 1st. We have a special guest in the studio. If you weren't here in the first hour, it's not too late. Don't go anywhere. We have KissKhun of 2 p.m. and it's an exclusive for you, our listeners of Catch the Wave. So here we go. KissKhun, thank you very much for joining us once again. Can you please say hello to our listeners and maybe to the fans of 2 p.m. and your fans as well?
Okay, hey guys, welcome back to the second hour, and it's New Year, so I wish you all the best year ever.
That's right. Do you want to say that in Thai maybe?
Okay.
For the Thai listeners, we maybe have some Thai listeners over there.
สวัสดีครับทุกๆคนนี่ผมคุณนิชคุณนะครับก็ขอยินดีต้อนรับกลับเข้ามาสู่ชั่วโมงที่2ของรายการนะครับแล้วก็สุขสันต์ปีใหม่ครับ
So basically, he said, thank you very much. Happy New Year. And I wish you all the best and a lot of health.
You're so good. How did you know that?
No. Khopun kap. Sawadee kap.
Wow, that's nice.
No, what did you say? That's what you said.
That's what
no?
I said.
Oh, exactly. That's what he said. Okay, so there you go. Welcome back. We're here for some fun. We're talking to him because he is, of course, a very big, popular celebrity here in Korea. But he's also traveling all over the world, and we want that cultural aspect. That's probably why we invited you and not any other celebrities, because you have that international spec, right? And you are from Thailand, but you were cast in LA. You had your training period here in Korea. You started your activities back in 2008. And now you're very busy with the group, but also with solo activities, not only, as a singer, but also as an actor, right? How's that going? Exciting?
It's very exciting and very, I don't know, I get nervous, excited, nervous at the same time. Because I want my work to turn out very well, but due to my busy schedule, like I can't really do one thing at a time. I have to do multiple things at a time, so it gets really confusing.
KissKhun, I understand. Guys have a hard time doing several things at a time.
Yes. We're cursed.
Multitask is really hard.
We're cursed.
I know. So ladies, be gentle and be lenient. No, but yeah, very busy, of course, with different activities. Do you like singing or acting better?
They're very different in a way, but very same in a way.
Really?
Like you have to react, like with singing. When I'm on stage, I have to react with the fans, not just me singing. But with acting, you have to react with the other actors, you know. So it's pretty much the same in that aspect.
Interaction.
Yeah, interaction.
The dialogue.
But then, okay, when you're singing, you're not supposed to look at the you're supposed to look at the camera, right? But when you're acting, you're not supposed to look at the camera.
That's a big difference.
It gets very confusing. Like when I switched from acting to singing, like I was like,
Where's the camera?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to look at the camera, and it gets like the fans are like, what's wrong with this guy,
Okay, very good. Well, we're here to talk a bit more with KissKhun, and we'll continue doing so in the second hour. So stay tuned. You can also win some presents here. We have KissKhun, and he very kindly brought us 2 signed CDs here of 2 p.m. Grown. Tell us, when exactly was this album released?
It was released last year in, I believe, May.
Okay, so there you go.
Or something. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Around that time. Grown is the title of that album. We played actually a song from this album earlier in the first hour. If you want to win it, everyone, send us your messages on arirangradio.com and also on Facebook. Find our page, Catch the Wave. The question is, when did 2 p.m. debut? Okay? You can do it now, and we'll continue on with the program after this song break. Are you close with the other members of JYP?
We're all pretty close. Like with Miss A and 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And we sometimes we hang out and whatnot. But since we're all so busy,
yeah, of course,
we barely get to see each other.
How are they, Miss A? We're actually going to play a song by them. Susie, Faye,
Gia, and Min.
Who's your closest friend?
Probably Min.
Min?
I saw her when, during the audition back in 2005.
Wow.
She was like 13 or 14.
Whoa.
And
so you go way back.
Yeah. So, she's from Cal. She used to study in California and in New York too. So, she's an English speaker. So I think that's why we're closer.
Okay.
But I mean, them as a group, they're very talented and they're very good on stage.
You like their song Hush?
Yes.
We'll play it for you right now. The opening song for the second hour. Stay with us. KissKhun from 2 p.m. is here on Catch the Wave. This is Miss A. Hush.
숨소리가 들려
All right, welcome back, everyone. You're not missing out. You're here with 2 p.m. and KissKhun of 2 p.m. Happy New Year to all the listeners once again. KissKhun, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
I'm happy to be here.
Thank you very much for your time, of course. I know you're a
welcome.
busy man. Tell us about last year, 2013. How was that for you? The whole year overall. You released this album, of course. Your activities as an actor as well. How is that going?
I think 2013 was a very hectic year for me. A lot of traveling, a lot of different activities, in different places. Thailand, China, Japan, Korea.
Yeah.
And, we went to Germany to perform too and stuff like that. So,
Whoa.
it was a fun year, actually. Very fun, very tiring, very hectic.
Yeah.
I think that's how I would put it.
And what are you hoping for the new year, for 2014? What do you expect? What are your goals?
As much as I want to rest, I want to take a day off, a vacation, but I hope this year I will be even busier with the activities and, I just want to make as much as I can while I still can,
Yeah.
Because I don't know when I'm going to fade away or, when I'm going to fall down or whatnot. So,
What a wise man. No, but it's very true. I mean, you have to work
Right.
hard when you're at the top.
And I'm not getting any younger, so it's so sad. I never thought I would say I'm getting old, but I am. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. Time works the same way for everyone.
Right.
It's a fair game.
Right.
Now, you've been traveling. You mentioned the fact that you went to Germany, Japan, Thailand. Now, while you're traveling, how do you view the Korean wave? Hallyu. How do you experience it? How do you feel it?
Oh, I think it's so amazing how Korean artists can capture so many attention and hearts of the people all around the world. Like, I'm not even Korean, and I'm really proud of it, Like, I'm proud to be a part of K-pop at this time of this generation of K-pop, which is like at its peak.
Yeah.
So, I feel good inside. Like when I go to places and I see people put on like K-pop music, and when I see like Korean writings on the buildings and stuff like that, I get excited. I get happy.
Yeah.
It's like
proud.
like it's like I see Thai writing in Korea.
Wow.
I'm proud and I'm happy.
It's quite amazing, huh? The small country Korea is, and the influence it has, not only in Asia,
Right.
Southeast Asia, but I mean all over the world. It's quite impressive,
Right.
huh? And it's, of course, due to the hard work, the energy, and the time, all these celebrities spent working, training, rehearsing, coming up with new songs, choreographies. It's actually not an easy job, of course.
It's
but
not.
The reward is fantastic, right?
It is, and it's such an honor for me to be able to be a part of this K-pop, when during this time.
Yeah.
And that means I have to work even harder.
That's right.
Right?
For your fans, for yourself, for your family as well. What is your family thinking?
Oh, they're so proud of me.
Yeah?
Which makes me even happier.
Uh-huh.
Well, I love my family.
That's my son. That's my
Yeah.
son.
And it's like they're in Thailand watching me on the computer or on TV, and I'm like, and they're like, that's my son,
Oh, that's
out
amazing.
there in different countries doing this and that, which that's the drive for me to work even harder, to be even a bigger person
Yeah.
than I am today,
And the fans, of course, they probably send you
Of course.
a lot of support, a lot of messages. Do you have any memorable moments, like fans that you remember still now?
I think I've told this stories many times, but
Tell us
it
all the craziest stories here.
It was during Wonder Girls were doing a tour in the States, and I think it was I don't remember if it was San Francisco,
Uh-huh.
but we were performing, and
On stage.
yeah, out of nowhere, something flew up on stage and caught onto my foot, right? And while I was dancing, and I didn't know what it was until I looked down.
So what was it?
It was a bra.
A bra.
Yeah,
like
bra.
a women's bra.
Yeah, and it caught onto my foot, and I was trying to shake it off while dancing.
So get off me.
Yeah, it was funny and embarrassing at the same time.
Wow. A unique experience, that's for sure. Very unique.
Yeah.
Now, what's the difference? And this is a general question. What's the difference between Korean fans, Japanese fans, and Thai fans? Is there any differences?
That's hard to say because, you know, all fans love us the same. But okay, let's say Japanese fans, like their culture while watching a show or something, they will be a little more quiet.
A bit more like...
A little more calm, and they listen to what we're singing rather than singing along. Like they don't like people next to them to sing along to us because they want to hear our voices.
They want to focus solely on the stars.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, to Koreans, they sing along, they dance, like to Thais too. They just stand up and they dance
They
and they
cheer,
yeah.
right? They go.
It's just a little different in Japan. I think that's
Cultural differences.
yeah. But I mean, at first we weren't used to it, so it's like, are we not popular here?
What is going on?
Yeah, like do they not like us? But then, you know, we started to appreciate what the fans are doing for us, you know.
Okay, well, we'll continue our little interview here in part 4. We're going to play a song right now. This is, you know, you mentioned K-pop, and you mentioned how K-pop is becoming very popular all over the world. It's maybe at its peak right now, perhaps. You probably have many groups that you like. You listen to a lot of K-pop in general?
I do. And even before I was casted, before the audition, I have a lot of Korean friends, and they used to put on a lot of K-pop music. And one of the groups that I remembered was Dynamic Duo.
Yeah.
The first song I heard was probably Ring My Bell. And I was like, they're really good at rapping, and they always have like really good singers to feature for them. So, you know, I was never really into hip hop and whatnot, but because of Dynamic Duo, I was really into it. And the song that I chose today is by Dynamic Duo, featuring Kim Bum-soo. The song is called Good Love.
Good Love. Good Love, and you dedicate it to?
My fans.
There you go. What a nice song. Good
Love.
Love. Good Love, Dynamic Duo featuring Kim Bum-soo. Do you know these guys? So you're quite close to other K-pop celebrities as well, right?
I see them a lot, but I wouldn't say that close. But we say hi, you know, we work together. I mean, because I barely have time to hang out with people, which is sad.
Yeah, too much work maybe.
Yeah,
and it's hard because you all have different schedules. You know, you're off to Thailand, you're off to Japan, then when you're in Korea, there may be like in other parts.
That's right.
Of the world, busy with work, recordings, rehearsing, training, all of that. You know, sometimes people think, oh, it's a beautiful life and it's amazing to be an artist, all that. But you also have the downsides, right?
Of course.
Some sacrifices.
One of the things is like let's say Christmas or a New Year. I would like to spend it with my family, but like, you know, like I don't have the time. They're in Thailand too. I don't have the time to go to Thailand to just spend a day with them. So stuff like that, which is fine, really. But well, deep down inside, I'm kind of sad in a way
as well. Like,
but I mean, I'm making them proud, so that's good enough, you know.
You can't have the best of
too many good things, you know.
Every world, you know. There's always a downside, and yin and yang.
Yeah,
all of that. It comes together. That's part of life.
That's true.
So we just played a song by Dynamic Duo. K-pop is actually not only about idol groups, of course, but it's quite wide and. Our listeners and also, I guess, the fans all over the world, they sometimes ask us to play very unique songs.
Like old songs.
Sometimes a bit old, not necessarily like dancey songs. What type of music do you like personally?
I like slow songs, ballad, pretty much. And, you know, songs
do you ever sing?
that I can...
ballad songs yourself?
Actually, yeah.
Let's say you go to a norebang, you go to sing. What is your song? What do you do? Of course, beyond all the 2 p.m. I'm sure you don't sing 2 p.m. songs.
I don't. To be honest, I suck at singing, so I don't go to norebang.
You're more a dance guy.
Yeah, I'm more.
You're pretty athletic.
Yeah, I used to be an
Very.
athlete actually. I used to be a badminton player for
You
my
still
school.
play?
I still play once in a while, but I used to play very, very competitively.
Yeah.
I used to go to like competitions and tournaments and whatnot when I was younger. So
You sweat a lot when you play badminton.
yeah,
Back and forth, side to side.
yeah.
That's a hard sport.
See, you have to be the person who makes the other person run, so you don't sweat as much, you know.
Right behind the net,
Yeah.
and then way behind.
and
run
then
back and
come up
forth.
a little more.
You make them run, huh?
You play tennis, right?
I play tennis.
So it's pretty much the same concept.
Same concept, except the court is a bit bigger when you
Right.
play tennis.
Mm-hmm.
The racket is a bit bigger as well, but it's same thing. You have to hit something that is moving. It's very dynamic,
Right.
and I love it. It's just
Yeah.
sports are great.
Yeah,
Are great.
I think so.
And I think when you need a break, it's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, go play sports with your friends. You'll feel much better, especially when you're stressed out, tired, anything.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna have to slowly end it here.
Oh, okay.
But tell us about your activities. I mean, what the fans can look forward to in 2014 for 2 p.m. for yourself as well.
Okay, so us 2 p.m. we're starting a Japanese tour at the end of January through to April.
Yeah.
And then I think you guys can look forward to our new album, if not one, maybe two.
When is it coming out? Do you know?
Not sure yet. We're working on it, but we're hoping to release at least one this year, and maybe we'll finish it up with an Asia tour.
Yeah.
And you can expect my my Chinese drama to come
drama.
out in July.
July next summer.
I'm so nervous. I don't know how my acting was.
Do you remember some of your acting in Chinese? 认识你很高兴.
I think I had something like that
Yeah?
too.
Nice to meet you. Stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Oh God.
We'll make sure we look at you very precisely in detail in that Chinese drama. Okay, but thank you very much anyways.
Thank you so much.
Our listeners, you can actually win a signed CD here by 2 p.m. He brought it in, so we have to thank him, of course. And the question is, when did 2 p.m. debut? If you have the answer, make sure you hurry up. Visit arirangradio.com/catchthewave. Use the message board. We will name the lucky winners tomorrow, so you have to tune in again tomorrow if you want to win these CDs. And I guess we'll wish them a great year, right?
Right.
Once again, a beautiful new year to all the listeners. KissKhun, thank you very much for
Thank
coming in.
you so much.
And good luck with all your activities. We'll talk to you soon again.
Thank you.
Yes, the last song is a song by 2 p.m. Can
It's
you introduce it?
called Dangerous.
Are you dangerous?
No.
Not at all. That was KissKhun from 2 p.m., everyone. We'll be back very soon. Yes, take a listen.